Hey, good morning. We're back out here this morning. It's Thursday morning. Doing another hike. We're going to try to make our way back to Devil's Bridge. This is a trail that Amy and I started doing 15 years ago and got back in a good ways and ran into some mountain lion tracks. And so we turned around. It was fresh mountain lion tracks in some recent mud. So we turned around and left. But we're here. There's people everywhere today. This is a very popular trail, so we're just doing this one. A little bit of tip for anybody that does try to come to Sedona to do stuff though. These trails are kind of weird with how they manage them. Even though sunrise is at 6 a.m., a lot of these trails don't open until like 8 a.m. or the parking lots for the trails aren't open. Navigating a slick rock here. The trails or the parking lots don't open till 8 a.m. So everybody is forced to go to the same trails if they're going to walk early in the morning. So it's a little something to be on the lookout for. They do have shuttles that run from mass parking areas into some of the more remote trail areas that don't open till later, but you don't know that at first unless you just happen to run into situations like we have. So something to think about if you ever come to Sedona to hike. But it's a pretty trail. So far it's been pretty easy, other than just a little bit of uneven terrain. But I mean, it's nothing difficult at all. Anyway, we'll see you at the top. That prickly pear's loaded. Wow.
There's a huge parking lot down yonder.
I know, and it's packed with, it's full of cars too.
People that were in the parking lot.
Yeah.
If Sissy can do it, surely I can figure out a way.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Yeah.
Let me get this sit right there. Right like that. Perfect.
I'm coming.
You guys are ready.
I don't know how I'm going to get back down. I will.
Just sit down.
What do you think, babe?
I hope I make it back to the bottom.
Hope you make it back. Well, it's all downhill.
Yeah. Just tuck and roll.
Yep. See if we can see. Yeah, you can see. You probably can't see it in the video, but way down there.
There's people.
There's people way
on
down
the
there.
trail.
And that's about a quarter of the way back to the vehicle.
Yeah.
We got a long way back.
Got to walk all the way through that canyon because
Yeah.
you can't even see the wide
No,
Jeep road
No, you
from
can't.
here.
it's back over there.
What kind of hat? You can have it if you want. I don't imagine anybody's coming back for it.
You probably have to turn around and go backwards in a minute, buddy. Get on your butt and slide. What an incredible hike that was. We were all slap worn out though. We got out of the trail. We were run out of water within the last half mile of the vehicles. So we got back to the car, and we passed so many people that were just now heading in on our way out. It was crazy because, you know, we started the trail at about 7:30 and we were coming out at around 10:30. So it was around 3 hours for us to do the trail, and there were people just heading in at 10:30, and a lot of them did not have any water bottles at all with them. Crazy. Some people wearing sandals. You saw in the video what that trail was like. I mean, that's nuts. People need to be better prepared for this kind of stuff when they come out here. You don't go off on one of these trails out here. They rescue hundreds of people a year that suffer from dehydration, heat stroke, injury, different things because they're unprepared for these trails. And that's just crazy to think somebody's going to take off on one of these hot desert, you know, it was 86 degrees whenever we stopped our hike, and people were just now heading in at 86 degrees at 10:30 in the morning. Unbelievable. Anyway, the views were incredible. There was a long line when we got to the top, people waiting to get their photos made out on the natural arch. So I knew we were not running low on water. We were down to about half of our water. The sun was popping out, starting to heat up. So we decided to go ahead and hightail it out of there instead of waiting around another 20 or 30 minutes to get pictures made on the arch. So we just came on out. But it was amazing. It was beautiful. If you're in this area, if you're physically up to it, go for it. Do it. I'm just going to recommend go do it as soon as you can, right after sunrise, because the crowds began to build very quickly. Anyway, we just ate lunch. We're heading down to the pool to cool off. We are absolutely wore out. The combination of the hot sun, the elevation difference, although it's not huge, but the elevation difference from Knoxville to here, the lack of humidity, the physical activity, all of it is just, by the afternoons, we are slap wore out. And so we're going to go down, get in the pool for a little bit, come back up, try to make a plan for this evening. But anyway, if you're here, do that trail, do any of the trails that you feel like doing, but just please be prepared.